and welcome back to the Director of Football, Journeyman. We continue as Dorogi, for the time being at least. We'll see how we get on. We're here to see what our best 11 was, end of season awards, all that good stuff. The second part of this episode, we are going to go through the transfers and the first game of the season. We've literally just finished. This is the day after our defeat to Ferencváros in the cup final. It is indeed the day after. So this is the overall best 11. 6 players have been deemed worthy of being put into the overall best 11. That being Fuguete, 84 appearances. It's not bad. Lorenzi, Dunjerski, Tamas Kiss, Giorgio Tot and Poljak have all been selected in either the starting 11 or the substitutes. Players, so Tot and Fernandez and Dunjerski are current players. Popovic just left this summer gone. I think Antal just left as well. We've Heffler. Don't like him. Lorenzi, Fuguete and Szabo, who's gone to Minsk. How are you getting on in Minsk? You're 26 and 2. Not made his Hungarian international debut. He's been called up a couple of times and then removed before games. Then we still have Banyamina, who is actually retired now. Terrible scout. He looked, his history at the club was quite good, and the mask makes it in as well. So we're gonna have a look. See, the mask has 123 games, 57 goals. Yeah, he's considerably more goals than everyone else. Poljak, almost as many games as Antal in 2 seasons. Yeah, 2 seasons with the club, and he's already played as many games as Antal, who was here for 3. Okay, fair enough. I thought he was there for a bit longer. On the bench, then we have, don't care about him, Kleber, 83 and 23. Not good enough to get into the starting 11. Interesting. Tamas Kiss, previous striker. He's attack midfielder. He was a striker when I started. He was here a long time. Wow. Currently playing in 3rd division. Kind of shows his level. Kukuk, who absolutely hates me because I didn't play him when I arrived. He recently got sacked, came up on a thing asking me what I thought, and I said, good. And Patrick Poditz, who I constantly get messages from telling me how fantastic the club is. He had 1 good season for us. It's pretty average other than that. So, best 11, where are they now? Nobody cares. Heffler, actually, how are you getting on? I'm interested to see how you've been getting on at Bedorsh. Yeah, you're not great. To be fair, we need someone to take his place because he doesn't deserve to be there. So, end of season awards. Who do we think is going to be the player of the season, transfer of the season, young player of the season? I'm going to say Poljak is going to be the young player of the season. No, Lorenzi, young player of the season. Maybe signing of the season as well. And probably the fans player of the season. I think Lorenzi is going to win everything. Not Fuguete, 49% of the vote for fans player of the season. And young player of the season, Fuguete, at 23%. Lorenzi got second with 28%. Dunjerski, 14%. That's interesting. No signing of the season. Okay. The team of the season, Poljak in goal, Dunjerski and Silvia, Fernandez and Toth, yeah. Fuguete and Kleber, centre midfield, Soisalo, Lorenzi, Kiss and Argelain. No room for the mask. Interesting. Fuguete also got goal of the season against Bedorsh in a cup game, I'm assuming, because one of the early rounds of the cup. So at the time it was 6-0. Oh, this is the game we won. Was it 8-0? We scored better goals. We've scored definitely better goals. Yeah. Somebody, I can't remember who it was it Soisalo? Got the ball in our half and ran the entire length of the pitch and scored. Somehow that's not better. Interesting. Speaking of Soisalo, 11 goals this season. We really struggled in front of goal to find one player who'd score a ton of goals, but it's fine. Average rating, Fugete 7.41, Soisala 12 assists, Poljak best pass completion 90%. Fugete was the most player of the match awards with 6. Donierski had 15 yellow cards. I thought Fernandez was going to have the most. I think pretty sure I remember seeing him having 14. But Fernandez and Sylvia both had 1 red card each. Season review. Look back with smiles on their collective faces as they defied pre-season expectations of relegation and instead mounted a campaign in which they secured continental qualification for next season. Never mind the fact that we almost won. Not even going to mention that we only lost on goal difference. Surprise packages, consistently defying expectations and owing largely to an impressive spell of form between October and November that saw them rise to first, were able to celebrate a successful campaign. Fantastic. Club vision, what did they expect us? Okay, so we have a bit more in terms of club culture. Don't sign players over the age of 30. It's just continued from last year. Attacking, make the most of set pieces, play entertaining football, high tempo, pressing football. Everything we're doing already. That is fine. Work within the wage budget, obviously. Top half finish. And they want us to reach the 3rd qualifying round of the Conference League. Where do we actually start? 2nd qualifying round. So we need to win 1 round. And we're there. I think we can do that. Then our contract runs out next season, but they just kind of expect us to continue top half finishes. And we can do that. Atmosphere in the dynamics, everything's excellent. Team cohesion's good, but we have excellent managerial support and dressing room atmosphere. That is what you want to see. End of season team meeting. I don't think I'm going to say. I think we're going to finish mid-table. More ambitious. I don't know. I don't want to raise expectations to an unrealistic level. That's fine. I don't think anyone's going to want to leave this season. We have had 2 players miss almost more than one player missed a quarter of the season. Staniev, don't really care about him, he's leaving anyway. And the club he's playing for got relegated, so ha. Player out for the longest. Musa is still out for another 3 months, so he's going to miss about 6 months of football. Not ideal. He also doesn't like me, so I'm not that bothered. We'll be back in a month-ish. That's fine. Staff numbers updated. We now have 1 more coach, and we can have a data analyst. Ew. Tamas Kiss is wanted by a relegation candidate in the 2nd division. That kind of shows his level, I suppose. No. And George Thought is still only 2-star. I'm surprised that he's still only ranked as 2-star. He's one of the most consistent, best centre backs at the club. So I have a summer of playing Estonia, Ireland and Malta, which is going to be fun. I need to pick a squad for that, but that's not till September. Never mind, we don't have. I thought I was going to be playing games over the summer. Okay, but we'll be back in just a second for the transfer window roundup and first game of the season. So don't go anywhere. Hopefully it's going to be a busy summer. We have lots of players that we need rid of. We have a lot of players, positions we need to bring players in. So I'm not going to say anything now because I want to see if the director of football will do stuff that I want him to do. Hopefully we don't lose too many of our players that are important, like Poljak, Kleber, forget it's not wanted anymore, Toth, Argelain, kind of players I don't really want to leave. But we shall see. So, like I said, back in a second. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we're back now for the game against Petro Cub Hinchesti. They are a Moldovan team. Yep, Moldovan. They made it through against that Azerbaijan side, Neftsi. So we're going to be playing them. It is the 22nd of July, so it is still quite early in the season. We haven't made too many transfers. Currently have a winger who we're looking to loan in from Dynamo Kiev. Oh, I don't normally look to see what we're doing, because I don't want to see what we could get. I'll wait until a player is in. So it's interesting. He looks decent, so that's nice. Transfers that we have done, we've brought in Borisenko from Poltava. He is a centre midfielder / defensive midfielder. We're teaching him to be a box-to-box. His finishing is shocking. Everything else for a box-to-box is quite good. Teamwork and work rate is really why I want him to be a box-to-box. He looks very tasty. 825k, a lot of money for him. We're going to have to try and shoehorn him into the squad. Then we also signed Mikler. He is terrible. He is just, I don't know why the Director of Football decided to bring him in. He was playing in the 3rd division last year. He's not going to get any games with us this year, so just pretend like he doesn't exist. Then we also brought in Gerasimov from Shakhtar on loan, a fullback / centre back. He is a centre back. Not really a fullback I want to play. He's fine. He's been brought in as an important player. Don't really see him playing all that often. Then we also went and bought a left winger from Budapest Honvéd, who've been relegated. 17-year-old Lawrence Martin. Never played a game for Budapest Honvéd or their second team. He's come in. He is going to be a backup left winger, hopefully. And then we also signed current international right back for Hungary, Ronald Elber. A lot of money for him, 1.1 million. We got screwed in that one. He's good. Hopefully he's as good as I hope he is. Transfers out. You might have forgotten, Osmialic was still playing for us. He is after leaving for the club he was on loan at. 50k. I think he went for 50k. So we made a profit on him. Or was it 45k? Well, he's gone anyway. We made a bit of money off him, so that's fine. Tamas Kiss also left. He's gone to VAC. Bit sad to see him go. We didn't make any money on him. We didn't lose any money on him. He had a good season. So he's gone. And we've also lost Barnafile. Fine. Staniev left for Austria on a free. And Mazanetto is after leaving for Ujpest, who've just recently been re-promoted. We got 45k for a guy we played 20 times over 2 seasons. So I'm quite happy with the business that we've done so far. Still lacking a little bit, but we're getting there. I spent a lot of money so far. We do need to probably sell some more players, because otherwise we are financially we're hemorrhaging money. We've lost nearly $1 million this month already. But for the first game of our European adventure in this series, we are going to be without Albert because the registration went in. We had to register players for this game the day before he arrived, or 2 days before he arrived. It was before Martin arrived as well, so not ideal. We've 2 players that I wanted to, well, not necessarily Martin, but Albert. I really wanted him to play. We also only have 5 subs, which is interesting. So for this game, we're going to have Polyak in goal, Dunierski and Sylvia as our wingbacks, Ndai and Thot as our centre-backs, Fugete and Kleber as our centre midfielders, Soisalo and Milchon as our wingers, Lorenzi as the attacking midfielder behind Markovic. Milchon, I'm hoping, doesn't get sent out on loan this year, because I think he's going to be the main left winger. One issue we definitely are going to have is foreign non-EU players. We're definitely over the limit currently. So I'm hoping this Moldova game, or this game against Moldova, is going to be easy enough. I can't imagine a Moldovan side causing us too many issues. We've scouted them. Their best player is a 2-star compared to our starting 11, or to our team. So when you look at it like that, we should have a fairly easy time against them. But then again, you never know. It is FM. So anything could happen. And if we've got wayward passing like that, then anything probably will happen. But Milshawn, we're only 5 minutes in. We're just bedding in. Their striker's sitting very deep. I'm assuming deep lying forward, based purely on that, and he's onto it. And Polyak pushes it away, and we managed to clear it. I'm really looking for a good season this year from Markovic, and hopefully Elber has a good season as well at right back. Milshawn scores a goal. Probably one of the shortest players on the pitch, 5'9". And not necessarily. I think Sylvia like 5'6". There's something about fullbacks that make me want to always have quite a short player. Forget it. So, what are you doing? That was a terrible tackle. That was such a bad tackle. Clever. Thought head's just over. Like, what was that about? I should tighten up and preserve our lead. No, we're going to tackle. We're away from home. I want to score as many goals as possible. Last year's winners of this were Dinamo Zagreb. So there's relatively good teams in this competition, one could say. So I said it almost puts it in. Yeah. Well, also World Cup finished. France won it. There was no crazy teams made it that deep. I think England finished third. Milan Markovic gets himself a goal. 38 minutes in, we're 2-up. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that we're only 2-0 up. I was expecting this to be a trounce. I expected us to be 7 or 8-0 up. But I suppose we are down to 10 men. So I'll give the lads a little bit of slack on that side of things. I can't believe Forgetting gets sent off. He was celebrating the goal. I'm going to give out to him for getting sent off. But we're going to leave the team as is for now. I don't actually know what the rules are when it comes to substitutes. So I'll actually have a quick look. Is it just... Yeah. 7 subs named. Maximum 3 used. But we could only name 5 subs. Interesting. If we make it to the next round, it is... Well, I'm going to assume we make it into the next round. It's a little bit of a tougher draw. Dundjerski doesn't quite get there. It's Maccabi Tel Aviv or some Slovenian team. Can't remember who. I remember seeing a Slovenian flag and an Israeli flag. Just don't remember exactly who. We'll have a look after this game to see who it is we could play in the next round. We're also expected to finish 4th this year, which, fair enough, we can keep a little bit of the run going from last year. I didn't put Okay, I thought I was after putting that Ukrainian youngster on the bench. I clearly didn't, which is unfortunate. I'm going to bring the mask on from Milshon just because he's a little tired. He's not played a whole lot of football in recent times, so we'll just give the lad a little bit of a break. Give everyone a bit of praise. And with 10 minutes to go, we're going to make just a quick little swap. We're going to bring Fernandez on. Leave him run around for 10 minutes. Aziz and Polyak are... Aziz, Polyak and Lorenzi are 3 players that are in the Media Dream 11, which is nice. And Lorenzi is expected to win Young Player of the Season. Somehow we haven't scored here. The Mask's crossing isn't great, which is why I don't really want to play him as a left winger, even though I play him as an inside forward. Markovic, offside. Oh, it's just going to be one of those games, isn't it? Where we have so many opportunities and we just do nothing with them. But game's finished. We're going to win 2-0. Donierski, 360 no scope. Back to Lindstrom, Kleber, the Mask, Merkovic, Soysalo. Can't make it 3, but it is going to end 2-0. Away from home, in Moldova. Oh, could score here if we take this corner. Donierski. Fernandez doesn't quite. Keeper saves it, but 2-0. Away from home. I'll take it. We had 3 clear-cut chances. 6 half chances. We had 6 half chances. Yeah, well, it was a nice victory. Well done. Donierski, man of the match again. He's been on a bit of a tear recently. Sander Berge seals move to Atletico Madrid. Very nice. Forget probably justified. Yeah, I'm gonna fine him his half week. Zoltan Kozma is continuing his loan at Lombard Pápa Termál, and he's scored in the first 2 friendlies this year. He came off the bench. Fair enough. Donierski, defensive work was top notch. To be fair, there was a couple of tackles we saw that were quite nice. We will be back in just a second for the second leg, but there is one thing. Camavinga has left PSG for Man City, 131 million. And Trincao has gone off to Barcelona. So Liverpool made a tidy little profit on him after 1 season. He had quite a good average. He has been very consistent. Right, like I said, back in a second for the second leg in the Europa Conference League second qualifying round, leg 2. That's so many words. I did say we were going to look at the team we were going to play in the next round. It is Domzale of Slovenia or Maccabi Tel Aviv of Israel. So if we can get past our Moldovan rivals, we'll be playing either Slovenian opposition or Israeli opposition. So we will be back in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Stay right where you are. Now we're back for the second leg against Petro Cub Hincesti. I really hope we never have to play this team again because I do not like saying their name. No transfers have accrued since y'all were here last. Yeah, nothing. Our under 19 assistant manager, yeah, he is wanted by Visas as their manager. We'll get 20k if he leaves. Paxi came in for Sylvia, got rejected, and that loan offer still hasn't come to anything, which is interesting. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But this is how we line up for the game today. Elber, we were able to register him this time, so he starts the game. Donierski, actually no. Elber, you can sit on the bench instead of this man. Gerasimanov, no, there's no N. Gersimov is sitting this one out. He didn't start play any in the last game actually, so it makes no difference. So the only change for this game is that we have Borisenko starting because of Fugete getting sent off in the last game. And the mask is dropped from the bench, and Argelain is going to sit on the bench instead. The mask is wanted by some Romanian club, so it'll be interesting to see if they decide to make an offer for him. Because I haven't really heard anything. He's had interest in him, but nothing has happened with it yet. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any offers, because Polyak had interest from Djurgårdens or Copenhagen. Somebody was interested in him. They haven't offered anything for him. Fernandez just misses the header and it goes into the keeper's hands 1 minute in. But we have plenty of players back and they all let it bounce over their heads. Interesting. Sylvia, big ball forward, nobody gets there. Donierski heads to Borisenko. Lorenzi puts Soysalo through. Markovic, 1-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate. This is going to be a fairly comfortable game. We have our first league game against Ujpest in 3 days' time. So I did consider resting some of our players and then decided that I'd prefer to do well in Europe, get into the next round and see how we get on from there, rather than Fernandez, beautiful goal, rather than having, well, if we get knocked, say if we were to lose this game and then have a poor league season, we've destroyed everything. Keeper manages to punch the ball clear, but Donierski picks it up. Shocking pass. So I've decided that I'm just going to try and battle on all fronts and see how we get on, rather than hoping that we can maintain a good run in the league or a good run in Europe. I'm just going to bet on and see what we can do on every side. Not as interested in the cup this year. It wasn't something I pushed for too much last year either, last season. But we did have a good run, obviously making it to the final. But it's not something I'm going to be kind of focusing on this year. I want a good run in Europe, get that reputation up, and try and win the league this year. Although I would be happy just to make it into a European competition again. Markovic, that was a very poor shot. But nonetheless, we're still winning. Pretty much guaranteed this now. It's 4-0 on aggregate, 2-0 on the night. Be nice if we could score again. Soysalo, he's done it. This is like taking candy from a baby. This is exceptionally easy. I feel a little bad, but not really. Lorenzi, that was such a beautiful ball through to Soysalo. It was They've decided as well, actually, interestingly, to move their striker to be a winger, which is interesting. Donierski runs away with the ball. He's on the wrong wing, but what can he do with it? He actually gets it across. Soysalo. Borisenko almost puts it in. Right, so it's been fairly dominant, it has to be said. I'm just going to tell the lads I'm quite happy. Milchon, not having a great game. Argelain, in theory, could come on for him. We could be assholes and go 3 up front. Soysalo, Lorenzi, turns, and Mila Markovic. Not so sure he knew an awful lot about that. We'll assume he knew exactly what he was doing. But Soysalo, Lorenzi kind of turned and hit it really hard. Oh yeah, he jumped for it, so he knew it was coming. Give the lads a bit of praise. We'll probably start taking some players off in the not too distant future. Just give some of the lads a bit of a rest. Maybe bring Fernandez off to avoid him getting a suspension. Milchon, not a terrible effort, but also not a great effort. And we are going to make changes now. Fernandez is going to come off for Aziz. And you will take Michon off for Argelayan, but make Argelayan an inside forward. Yeah, I know I said it last year. He really needs a good season this year. Otherwise, I'm not going to continue playing him. Same with the Mask. If the Mask has a 1 in 10 season again, I don't think we can persist with him. And it means that maybe he doesn't make it into the Hungary side. Which, if he doesn't make it into or to my first team, what chance does he have of making it into my international team? Dunierski is quite tired, so we bring on Elber to make his debut with 8 minutes left in the game. And they've managed to... Lads, you need to score 6. So you need to score 5 more in 8-ish minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I don't think they're going to do it. I'm going to ask for a little bit of creativity. Clever. Back post. And Aziz Ndai boshes it in. Now, lads, you have to score 6 more in... I'm going to say 5 minutes. Probably going to add 3 minutes. No, 2 minutes. It's not going to happen. We win 5-1 on the night. 7-1 on aggregate. Well done, lads. And Soisalo, man of the match. Sorry, player of the match. Very good. Well done. Bish bash bosh. That was a little easy. I wonder who we get in the next round now. So that's 73k, which is definitely going to help. We're playing against Domzale. Soisalo. Beautiful. Good job, buddy. Superb in front of goal. And just telling us that one of the league games has been moved because of our double header against Domzale, which I'm probably going to do in the next episode. We'll just do the 2 games, the Europa Conference League, the league, the actual league. Kind of more interested in doing Europe, because last time we had a chance at Europe, we left Merani before they actually started, and financially we are struggling quite a lot. The one thing I don't understand is why our wage budget keeps increasing so dramatically. Like, we're up to 175k, we've 8 million in the bank. I don't understand what's going on. I'm going to I'll probably move some of that transfer budget into scouting budget, just so we don't run over on scouting budget. But in a month we've lost £1 million. Projection, we're supposed to lose nearly 6 million by the end of the season. I can guarantee that's going to go up unless we can... I suppose, how much would you get for the third qualifying round? No, we're in this one, aren't we? League best placed playoff qualifying round, the third round, you get 77.5. So if we win, we get an extra 77k. I don't know. We'd have to wait and see, I suppose. If it continues like this, I don't think we can hang on for all too long before it gets to a point where we turn into a club that can't control finances, or a manager who can't control finances. We have a Continental Pro license now as well, which is delightful, and we have 55% reputation, so we're just shy of 3 stars. Quite happy with that. And yeah, like I said, in the next episode we're going to come back for the double header against Domzale, depending on how we get on in that. Obviously could depend on whether we get into the 4th qualifying round, which I think is the last. Yeah, and then we have the group stage. If we can get to the group stage, that would be nice, because that would be 163k per win. So, wait, second place gets into the first knockout round, first place gets into the second knockout round. 16 teams get a bye. Oh, very interesting. This league, Conference Europa thing, very confusing. But I like it. Teams that have won it previously, Napoli and Arsenal have won it. Slavia Praha and Dinamo Zagreb. I think wasn't that the final last year? Yeah, Slavia Praha almost maintained or won it 2 years in a row. Doesn't feel like something you'd be writing home about, telling everyone like, oh, we won the Europa Conference League 2 years in a row. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, fellas. If you have enjoyed our first endeavour into European football, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends, and comment down below. How do you think we're going to do against Domzale? I think it's going to be difficult because I'm pretty sure Slovenian football is just a step above Moldovan for football. You know, maybe I could be wrong. Yeah, like I said, thank you very much for watching, fellas, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!